Lesson 2, Safety, Security, and Ethics, supported by Group 1. Lesson 2 Discussions, Online Safety and Security, Dangers on the Internet, Windows Security, Changing and adding user accounts, Creating a new password, Screensaver Security, Online Ethics and Etiquette.
Online safety and security. The internet is a powerful tool for learning and communicating with people. However, there are many dangers that you must watch out for. Each individual, when accessing the World Wide Web, is concerned with the safety of his or her terminal or computer and the information that will be transmitted or received. How to avoid these threats? First, keep your browser software up to date. Be more secure. When in doubt, ignore. Keep your private information safe. Use private networks for sensitive transactions. Go stealth when browsing. How to avoid these threats? A very effective way of avoiding these threats is verifying the authenticity and credibility of the web source. Government provisions for online courtesy and etiquette. The Philippine government ensures the welfare of its people in their ICT experience by enacting various laws and regulations. There are incidents of theft, scam, phishing, and other activities that victimize Filipino people. Government provision for online courtesy and etiquettes. First, Republic Act number 10627 or Anti-Bullying Act of 2013. Next is the Republic Act number 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Republic Act number 10627 or Anti-Bullying Act of 2013. This law includes protection of individuals from bullying through electronic means. Bullying invades an individual's privacy by using photos and other information meant to disgrace that individual. Republic Act number 10175 or Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. This law protects an individual from various unwanted online and cyber acts that may harm or invade one's privacy and integrity. Cybercrime offenses include, but are not limited to: 1. Integrity and availability of data. Second, illegal access of computer through remote means without permission. 3. Interception of one's information from a private conversation or correspondence. 4. Acquiescing of password and other vital information from an individual. Next, cyber libel.
Dangers on the Internet. No doubt, the Internet can be an extremely useful tool for young people, but instant messages, messaging chat rooms, emails, and social networking sites can also bring trouble, from cyberbullying to more serious Internet dangers, including exposure to sexual predators. Dangers on the Internet. Number 1. Exposure to inappropriate content. Number 2. Crime-related dangers. Number 3. Privacy-related dangers. Number 4. Software-related dangers. Exposure to inappropriate content. This type of internet danger results from a child viewing content which is inappropriate to that child's age or level of psychological development. The primary types of harm that can result from these dangers are emotional and psychological. Exposure to inappropriate content. Some examples of this type of danger are pornography, graphic violence, verbal obscenities, crime-related dangers. This type of internet danger occurs when an internet user becomes the target of an online criminal. These criminals can cause harm in all of the forms like getting our identity online. A small list of the most common crime-related dangers are listed below. Hackers, identity thieves, internet predators, cyberbullying, privacy-related dangers. This type of dangers, internet danger, occurs when private information about an individual is leaked over the internet. This type of danger can be caused by inexperienced or careless users, or it can be caused by the intentional invasion of an individual's privacy. Privacy-related dangers. Some examples of this type of danger are distribution of private photos, dissemination of private information over social networking sites, accessibility of an individual's private journal entries, unwarranted access to an individual's web or online conversation history, unwarranted access to an individual's online accounts. Software-related dangers. This type of danger is caused by the unintentional installation of malicious software on an individual's computer. This includes computer viruses, worms, and other types of malware. This type of internet danger can cause harm to an individual's computer, which would result in financial harm. Software-related dangers can also lead to privacy issues and potential identity theft. Software-related dangers. Email spam, email spoofing, phishing, spyware, computer worm, and Trojan horse. Email spam. Also known as junk mail, it is usually unsolicited commercial email sent from one source with identical message sent to multiple receipts. Although some of them are not harmful, deleting them one by one will eat up your time and can clog your email. Dangerous spams carry virus like Trojan horse and other malicious software. Spammer is the term used to refer to a person who creates electronic spam. Spamming is projected to continue because it is a cheap means of advertising. Email spoofing. This refers to deceitful email practice in which the sender address is changed so that it would appear to have come from a different source, usually someone you know. Usually, the reply to address is the source of the email, and when you know unknowingly reply to it, you would be replying to the one who spoofed you. Email spoofing is usually used by spammers to hide the origin of the spam. Phishing. This is a deceitful practice of trying to get confidential information, such as passwords and usernames, and credit card details by making it appear as if it comes from an untrustworthy source. Phishing is usually done by email or other similar means using a popular entity, such as Microsoft, Yahoo, Google, Amazon, and financial institutes, to lure you their website. Internet users would think that they are accessing a genuine website, and through this way, a phisher would be able to gather sensitive information from internet account users. Spyware. This is a computer program that is installed covertly on a personal computer to collect information or even take control over a computer without the knowledge of the user. A spyware program would be able to monitor and collect information about the user and his internet habits and practices. It is known that spyware programs also affect the performances setting in the computer. Computer worm. This is a dangerous computer program that replicates itself through a network. Some worms delete files, others disrupt the network function and steal. Others send junk mail from infected computers. Computer worm usually spread by exploiting weaknesses in operating systems, and manufacturers of this software regularly send free updates of clients to prevent spread of worms. They usually spread on their own without attaching to a program or file. Trojan horse. A form of malicious software wanting to perform a good task but covertly performs undesirable function with the intention of entering the computer without the user's consent. Once the malware is installed in the computer, the Trojan horse can disable the computer's defenses, opening it to an unauthorized entry. It can erase data, can allow access of the victim's computer, can corrupt files, and can be used in phishing or for bank accounts. Regularly updated anti-spyware programs can detect Trojan horse and can delete them.
Windows security. It is sometimes necessary to protect important work and personal information stored in the computer. There are also situations that you want to prevent other people from using your computer. Changing and adding use accounts. Windows operating system provides user accounts in your operating system to determine and manage the different kinds of users in one computer. This is to ensure the security and privacy of each user who will use the computer. To open the user accounts, go to Control Panel. Look for User Account icon or category. In the User Accounts window, you will see tasks that you can do with your account. To edit your account, open User Accounts in the Control Panel. In the Pick a Task, select Change an Account. Pick an account change. Different kinds of accounts. Computer Administrator. Limited account, guest. Computer Administrator. Controls all the content and users of the computer, installs programs, adds and deletes users. Limited account. Has limited control and only have access to his or her particular account. Guest. Accounts created for transient users and do not give access to the other computer accounts and their content. Once you're in the account, you can pick any changes that you like. Change my account name, create a password, change my password, remove my password, change my picture, change my account type.
Creating a new password. Creating a new password requires you to have a username first. Once that is created, click Create a Password, and a dialog box will appear and will require you to type in a new password. Retype it to confirm on the next line. You will be also asked to type a word or phrase to help to remember your password. When creating a password, be aware that it is case sensitive. This means that letters that are capital or small must be typed as they are when you entering them in the first time. Otherwise, you will not be able to open the computer using your account name. Creating a secure password. The password that you create should be at least 8 characters, which could be a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, symbols, and numbers. A secure password is ideally should not be a real word that anyone can easily guess. Make sure to remember the password by writing it and keeping it in a safe place or creating a password hint. Changing password. Click the user account icon from the control panel and select Change an account. You will be prompted to pick an account to change. Select the Change My Password to change the existing password. Click Change Password when you are done. Otherwise, press Cancel if you wish to discontinue. Remembering and recovering your password. Whenever you forgot your password, check on the hint you created. If you do not still could remember your password and you have created a password reset disk, you can use the disk to log on and create a new password. If the above steps are not available and have not helped you, then ask the computer administrator to create a new password for you. Creating a good password hint. There is a very big possibility that you can forget your password if you do not use your account very often. In this situation, it is helpful that you create a password hint that will be easily remembered and one that is meaningful to you. However, be aware that your password hint will also be visible to others who will use your computer. Screensaver security. Most operating systems has a feature that allows you to lock the computer even when the computer is in a screensaver mode. This means that even if your computer is open, no one will be able to access your computer account from a screensaver mode. Security Center. The Security Center of Windows is the place where you can set additional protection from threat to your computer, especially when using the internet. There are three important security settings available. First, firewall, automatic updates, virus protection, firewall. Helps in protecting your computer from unauthorized entries, viruses, or worms from the internet or network. It is recommended that you keep this setting turned on. Windows Firewall allows some exception to programs and services that help some application programs to work better, as well as sites that you trust. Automatic updates is another feature of Windows which when turned on will automatically download updates from Microsoft Windows websites. Many of the updates coming from Microsoft are usually meant to update some Windows feature, secure areas of vulnerability, fix any bugs in the operating system, and others. Virus protection. Virus means vital information resources under siege. It's usually about the current antivirus software installed in our computer. This option is recommended to be turned on always. Antivirus software is meant to locate, find, and remove virus threats that are already in your computer. It also prevents other malware from gaining entry into your computer. Antivirus program should be constantly updated to ensure that its antivirus definition is current.
Online ethics and etiquette. Guidelines and rules are needed in appropriate use of computer technology. There are both advantages and disadvantages in the use of computers. The Ten Commandments of Computer Ethics is meant as a guide to the right attitude when using the computer. The Ten Commandments of Computer Ethics, written by Dr. Ramos C. Barkin in 1992 for the Computer Ethics Institute. He wrote a paper entitled In Pursuit of a Ten Commandment for Computer Ethics. He stated that it is a means to create a standards to guide and instruct people on ethical use of computer. It copies the style of the Ten Commandments from the Bible, which use thou shalt and thou shalt not style in writing.
The Ten Commandments of Computer Ethics. Thou shalt not use a computer to harm other people. Thou shalt not interfere with other people's computer work. Thou shalt not snoop around in other people's files. Thou shalt not use a computer to steal. Thou shalt not use a computer to bear false witness. Thou shalt not use or copy software for which you have not paid. Thou shalt not use other people's computer resources with authorization. Thou shalt not appropriate other people's intellectual output. Thou shalt not think about the social consequences of the program you write. Thou shalt use a computer in ways that show consideration and respect.